So, welcome to my Street Fighter V guide. As people know, I have been playing Karin since launch. Actually, I played her since the beta. So, I've been down the block with Karin for a while. And a lot of people kind of are curious, like, how to play Karin. And I'm gonna, like, do, like, a basic rundown on, like, the very basics with Karin, and then maybe go into more advanced stuff as time goes on. But, like, the point of Street Fighter V is to have, like, really solid neutral while, like, knowing when to make certain risks, and Karin encapsulates that so fantastically. And she's one of the characters that, like, if you can play solid neutral, and if you know how to do proper punishes, and if you know how to do good pressure, she is an obnoxious character to fight. Like, that's probably why I love playing her so much. But the thing we're going to start is we're just going to talk about normals. Like, Karin has some of the best normals in the game. Like, I play Falk, and there's, like, one or two buttons, like, in Season 3.5 where I was like, this just doesn't, like, have any standing in neutral. Sometimes you can do, like, some links, but, like, for the most part, in neutral, it's a near useless button. But Karin's different. Pretty much every single button she has in neutral serves some purpose, whether it's for punishing or pressure. Karin has it all. Alright. So, the one button I always kind of want to, like, emphasize on is her standing medium kick. And I consider that to be one of the best poking tools in this game. It used to be even more stupid. Like, it used to be, I think it was, like, 0 in Season 1 on block. And then in Season 2, it was -2. And now in Season 4, it's now -4 on block. But even then, that sounds like it's a problem, but she has this thing called range. As you can see, the idea of doing standing medium kick is to do it with proper range. And normally the idea of standing medium kick is to check things such as, like, bad dashes, or someone trying to, like, do a button that has way too much startup, or, like, they're being predictable in their movement. Like, it's a very good, like, spacing button. Like, the idea with this button is to make sure that they stay in Karin's ideal space. Like, this is her ideal space of this distance up to up close. Like, over here to here is Karin's, like, best, like, pressure and, like, spacing. So you often want to just focus on being around these ranges in most matchups. So standing medium kick is a very good button of if someone is a little bit, like, inching too close to you, you could just say, nope, nope, nope. So I'm going to show an example with, just do, like, a basic, like, action with Canby. So we have such a dummy, so let's do playback. So we're just going to record her walking forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, and then dashing, dashing, dashing. Okay, so it's easy. So what we're going to do is, see, nope, 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 see, like, nope, bad dash. Oh, that was an accident. But, like, see, nope, 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 nope. Like, that is such a good button. Like, you basically, like, if you want to play good Karin neutral, the first step is to know how to use your standing medium kick. Of course, it's not, like, you can't just go this. Like, this is tempting, but against certain characters like M. Bison, he looks for these, and he'll do a standing heavy kick to crush counter you. You have to make sure you, like, think about when you're doing your standing medium kick, but, like, if you're catching someone just doing, like, really pointless dashes, or doing, like, moves that have way too much startup, it's like, no, no, just stay away. No, sorry. Nope. Like, the idea, too, is when you're thinking of standing medium kick, think of it as, I want to make space for myself. I want it to be the ideal Karin space. And right now, I kind of want to stand a little bit back. Nope, I don't want you to be near me. And that's the idea behind standing medium kick. It's very, very good. And we're going to go to look at the frame data real quickly, just for me to emphasize on how good it is. So standing medium kick, it has some fantastic properties. So on startup, it's 8 frames. Active frames are 3, and then on recovery, it's 16, so it's very basic stuff. On hit, it's 2, so that basically means she doesn't really get anything off of it. Like, it's a spacing button. It's not, you don't really, like, look for lead-ins. It's just to create spacing and to call out, like, bad maneuvers. But on block, it's -4, so that doesn't seem like a very, like, pleasing thing, but here's a thing that we can look back on as we move back. Okay, so that doesn't seem very pleasing. But here's the magic of Karin's standing medium kick. It has heck of range, and a lot of characters can't call that out too easily. Like, they need to look for it in order to do a punish. So, on the flip side, this is a bad range to do standing medium kick in. Because if you're doing it way up close and personal, you kind of are creating a situation where you kind of are, like, putting them in a position that they can, like, gain the proper spacing. Like, make sure you know your optimal ranges in standing medium kick, and also know what specific character you're fighting against. Like, there are some characters that really can't do too much, but then there's characters like M. Bison who, like, if you start doing this like a madman, like, M. Bison will just be like, okay, I'll just do standing heavy kick. Next time I catch you doing that on your startup frames, I'm going to do standing heavy kick, I get a crush counter, and I get a punish, and it's my turn. So you have to be smart about it, basically. But it's very, very good in terms of your spacing buttons. So you might be asking, okay, well, if I shouldn't be looking for this button so much to do, like, my spacing, which one should I do? Here's an answer. This is honestly one of the best buttons that you should get used to. This is a fantastic button. Standing light kick. Know it, love it, use it forever. It is such a good button, and I did not start using it until, like, I was in the Platinums. Like, it was ridiculous of how long it took. But, like, once I, like, started using standing light kick into, like, my neutral, it, like, opened my eyes on how good Karin's, like, buttons just are. Like, there are some matches you can just have with Karin where you can just press her buttons. You don't have to do any specials. You don't have to do anything fancy. You just have to do 1, 1, 1, 1. Anytime they're dashing in, doing, like, unsafe maneuvers, if they're getting punished, if you want a frame trap, it is so good. Granted, it's not like a panacea for, like, every single issue, but, like, it's a dang good button. And I'm gonna show you why it's so dang good. So we're gonna make Cammy be a little bit silly. We're gonna fight a silly Cammy real quick. So we're gonna go back to the good old action recording and just do oh wait, no. Wrong button. So we're gonna have her go on knockdown. There we go. So set up wake up action, or record wake up action. So we're just gonna do something like really weird. Like, let's just say Cammy just like is gnashing. That's not too weird, but like I was gonna do gnashing's heavy kick, but that's just bad play. So okay. So anytime I knock him down, so this is her thing. Okay. That's cool. There you go. That's the power of Karin standing light kick. It is a fantastic button. So that's all cool too. Let's do this one more time just to make a point. That was not a full combo, but you get the point. That's the power of Karin standing light kick. It's a fantastic meaty button. Karin has some really good meaties, and just to make a point, a meaty is basically you pressing a button, so it's on your active frames right as they're getting up, so like right as like they're standing, they have to deal with the active frames of your attack, so if they're pressing a button, they'll get hit out of their startup frames, because there just is no way that they can hit you. If it's timed well, that is. So that's cool and all. So, but what if they're guarding? Like, what if they're guarding? So we're gonna press like guard recovery, right? So there's a cool thing Karin has, the standing light kick. We're just gonna mash. We're just mashing right now. Okay. So, yeah, people like to jab. I like to jab. Everyone likes to jab. There's no harm and foul in jabbing. There's nothing wrong with it, but like, there is a time when jabbing too much is a problem. And I'm gonna show you when it's a problem. So right now, yeah, she's hitting me back, right? Oops. What the? Okay. This is, oh, whoops, hold on. Let me make it better. Oh, is that it? Hold on. I goofed up. I need to like go and edit this out of the video and be like, no, that's fine. I didn't goof up. Let's just do a. My timing is a little bit off, so let's just do a better guard recovery action. Record guard recovery. Okay, let's just do this. I just want to make a point, but like I'm gonna look like a doofus now when this part comes up. Okay, so that's sure, right? That's a frame trap. Are you caught mashing? There is just enough of a space when you're doing standing light kick into crouching medium punch. So when you go you'll beat it. If you're... oh my god, whoops, sorry about that. But, like, that's a wonderful thing about Karin's standing light kick, of it has multiple uses. So, I like to personally use it as, like, my go-to meaty button. Like, I really like to do standing light kick because it's such a fast button, and it can lead into my block string, and it's wonderful. So let's just go turn off the guard recovery now. So just to show, like, what you can lead your stuff into. So you can go, like, this is like a standard stuff. So as you know in Street Fighter V, if they block long enough in your, like, block strings, you get pushed back enough. But you can go, just do something simple like that. Like, this is a really good string because it's like, okay, standing light kick blocked, crouching medium punch blocked, crouching medium kick blocked. Like, you have, like, plenty of time to, like, test out your 3 buttons to see, okay, which one is, like, which, like, bait are they falling for? And if they don't fall for any of the 3, it's okay. You can reset into neutral. You have your neutral buttons. It's all cool. You have the corner. Hey, it's even better. But you have, like, so many options, like, to see, like, whether or not they bite. And you basically can, like, after you see, like, the confirm, you can go straight into your combo. And it's awesome. So the other option you have, so your idea is, like, hey, well, I mean, if they're blocking standing light kick, they can just block for days, right? That sounds fine. But guess what? There's a thing. It's called tick throwing. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing that you need to get used to. Because Karin's throw game is obnoxious, and one of the buttons that makes it obnoxious is standing light kick, especially in the corner. So if we do it, like, right over here in neutral, it's a bit far, so you don't have, like, a lot of time to set up for your next thing. So it's a little bit... See, like, that's a bit of a distance, but you can always do it, like, differently. Like, you can do this, like, it's still a distance, but you can close it in quicker, like... Backwards throw has less of a gap, so you can do that more. But doing this, yeah, you have a ways to go. Alright. But, in this beautiful thing I call the corner, look at that. It's wonderful. Oh, Cammy, are you pressing a button on the corner? Sorry about that, bud. And in the corner, you have so many beautiful options. So, you have that. You can just do this. Like, that's a good thing. Like, you can mix up your corner options with your neutral buttons. So, like, before I get ahead of myself, standing light kick is a really, really, really good button just in about any space. So I more so talked about, like, the media options, the frame trap options, and the corner options, and the tick throw options. But what about other stuff? So let's have Cammy be a little bit silly again. So we're gonna set our action recording and just have her dash. Something simple, just dash. Okay, you see? It's so fast. That's the beauty of standing light kick, is that it's a really good check button. The idea of standing light kick in neutral is check, 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 check. And if you're doing, like, a move that has, like, a ton of startup, check, nope, 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 nope. You can't spam it, of course, but, like, nope, nope, nope. And the one good thing about standing light kick is, standing medium kick, you're doing it with the intent of doing pushback. Standing light kick, look at that. Like, you have a ton to do. So we're gonna look into the frame data for standing light kick. So I can... See, that's the thing. We're gonna, like, always, like, look at the frame data just so I can say, like, make a point of how good it is. So standing light kick, it has a much, much, much quicker startup. Like, it has 4 frames. Like, standing light kick is absurd. It's a 4-frame, button, so it's pretty goddamn good. The active frames are 3 active frames, which is also very, very solid. It's the same as standing medium kick, in fact. And then it has 8 recovery. And also on hit, it's +4, and on block, it's positive 2. Like, it's a fantastic button. So you have a ton of options that you can go off of standing light kick, and that's, like, those are the 2 buttons that, like, I will always kind of, like, emphasize Karin players to learn, is how to use standing light kick and standing medium kick, because if you can emphasize on, like, those two specific buttons, and, like, in the right context, not, like, just throwing it all willy-nilly, but, like, just, like, right in the right context, you can be an obnoxious person to fight against. Like, you have so many options. And the one thing, too, is, again, remember, Karin's standing light kick on counter hit can lead into, like, a crouching medium punch, and it can go straight into another combo. Like, that's the wonderful thing about Karin's, like, move list of, like, it just leads into, like, a lot of her dirty setups. But we're gonna go into the other buttons, though. What about the other buttons? So, we went into this. That's good. That's good and all. We're gonna actually switch characters real quick so I can make the point of what not to do in this situation. I learned this the hard way. It's a tempting button, but, like, it's Karin's sweep. Karin's sweep is a wonderful, wonderful thing, but it can also be the detriment to a lot of Karin mains if they just use it just for the sake of it, because it's a tempting button, and I love to use it myself. I'm not above that. Let's fight Blue Ken. So this is where it starts to get a little bit on the hairy side. So we have Karin's wonderful, wonderful buttons, but there's a downside to it. You can't be mindless about it. Like I already said, don't do this. This is stupid. Don't do this. Don't do this. This is stupid. Okay? We're not in Season 2. This doesn't fly, alright? Okay. Now that we have that in our head, I'm about to say something that's a little bit hypocritical, but I'm going to take a bullet for the Karin mains so they don't go down the same, like, hole that I did back when I was first playing. Now this sweep is pretty sweet. It has range. It has been the source of many online discussions of how stupid it is. It is a stupid button, right? That's cool and all, right? But for God's sakes, do not do this. That's not smart. You're going to get hurt. How, you say? I'm going to show you how you should not do this. I don't like doing DP motions, so you're going to see. I also play Sakura, which is kind of ironic, but... okay, so guard recovery. Let's give Ken a good old guard recovery. So DPs are cool, right? Okay, I was just mashing because I'm not good at doing the recording stuff, so I just have to mash to get it out. Okay, so after Ken blocks, right? That's a problem. Don't be this way, okay? Don't do this, alright? For God's sakes, don't be stupid like I was. I am sometimes. I sometimes still do this. It depends on the player, of course, but watch. Like, you'll still get punished at full range. You're not safe from this, okay? There are characters you can do it on, don't get me wrong. But there are some characters, like Ken, where you have to look up the matchup and see why. Because we're going to look at sweeps. Sweeps are not good. Sweeps are bad. Sweeps are very bad to become crutches. Sweeps are good in the right context. So we're going to go to the Karin sweep. So crouching heavy kick. Okay, so right over here we're seeing... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Actually, that's pretty good. Okay, so the startup for that is 9 frames, right? Active frames is 3. That's cool. Recovery is 23 goddamn frames. And what is it on block? Minus goddamn 14. Minus 14. So, do you know what minus 14 means? Let's go into the good old, like, guard recovery, and I can show you what minus 14 means. Minus 14. Okay. Minus 14 means this. So you're playing neutral with Ken. That's all cool. You're like, hey, we're gonna be playing some sweet neutral, right? That's cool and all. Oh, well, I'm gonna just do this. Yeah, screw off, says Ken. Don't be this person, okay? You're better than this. I believe in you being better than this. Don't be this person. You'll look like an idiot. Everyone will laugh at you. You'll think to yourself, God, why did I do this? Okay? Okay. Now we're gonna talk about the positives of the sweep. It made it sound like I'm writing a horror story about the sweep, but I'm trying to make a point. don't do sweep all the time. It's so tempting. I get tempted. But don't do it all the time. Like, there are, like, characters that you can punish it on. So we're gonna go back to the character select screen. Like, Ken's done with. We're done with Ken for now. But, like, our boy Ken, he has, like, a situation that can, like, call things out, right? So we're gonna go to, like, a character that, like, may not have, like, as much of options, like, against this specific sweep. So, like, normally you want to go against a character that maybe has, like, a stubby sweep, or, like, a really, like, not good sweep, but doesn't have, like, a DP or something like that. Like, don't do sweep too many times against Guile. He has Flash Kick. Sure you can. She can CA you. Well, a lot of characters can, but she can especially CA you. Like, let's go against, like, a crappy character, so... well, not... I was gonna go to Ed, but he also was a pretty good, like, character to make a point against. But, like, that's the important thing to remember, is that sweep is cool and all. Karin has a great sweep, but a sweep is a sweep. Like, it's still a button that you have to make an investment on. So we're gonna go into Zangief. Zangief doesn't have, like, an obnoxious amount of options, but he can still punish it. But, like, we're gonna play, like, a game of hypotheticals. Let's say this person doesn't know an optimal punish. Like, what you're doing when you play Street Fighter, you're playing the person. You're not playing just the game. You are playing that person. And if they don't know how to do an optimal punish, if that Ken does not know how to do a sweep punish, you do that sweep. But you have to make sure that it's not a, hey, this button just is great. It's a, hey, this person doesn't know how to punish this. Like, remember, there's a difference between a person who doesn't know how to punish it versus an optimal button. It is not an optimal button, but if a person doesn't know how to punish it, that's on them. So, we're going to do a recording guard recovery action. For some ungodly reason, Geef is doing this. Okay. So, we're doing our guard recovery action with that. Okay. Okay, see? Like, if we do, like, her max range, Geef can't reach. See? Like, that's when it's okay. Like, but we're doing optimal range. Like, this is when he's, like... Okay, I'm actually gonna try to see if he can do Lariat. If he can't, then that would be interesting. So, Lariat's 3 punches, isn't it? Yeah, I remember how to do Lariat. Oh, no, wait, we have to do, like, forward Lariat, so... Let's just... Whee! Okay, there you go. So... This is, like, the brunt of, like, learning how to play this game. It's just, like, experimenting with, like... See, like... You can do that. You can do that, I guess. Still, like... Again. There are, like... But, again... There are situations where a player might be smart and they're like, oh, they're gonna do 2 of that, huh? So let's do a guard recovery situation with this. Yep, nope. See, this is why I suck at doing guard recovery. No, slow down. Just give it to me straight. I hate this. Like, people need to see, like, how comically bad I am at guard recovery. I wish there was just a way you can, like, go into the thing and just go like, yo, I wanna just choose this move on guard recovery because I can't for the life of me do it like on like impulse in the game. But like, fine, I'll do slow down. God dang it! God dang you all. I mean, god dang it to Capcom. But like, I'm trying to do running bear grab. Actually, screw it. Let's just have it with this. There you go. Okay. So let's make this person player 2, because clearly I don't know how to play. Okay, so you got your dang dare running bear grab. Okay. So we're gonna right. So I'm gonna be blocking. So that's cool. But like, here's an issue, right? Yeah. You don't feel so smart, right? Oh, well that's cool and all, but like, wait a minute. What about this? Like, what about EX bear grab, right? Yeah, you don't feel so smart, do you? Hey, wait, can't I just hit him out of it? No, you can't, because it has armor. Well, I'm not showing the armor. But, like, you feel stupid, right? So you have to make sure you don't, like, my point is, you have to make sure you know, like, what these people are capable of, I guess. Like, Zangief could do running bear grab, Ken can do DP, characters can do X, they can do Y, they can do Z. There's, like, so many things that people can do, but you have to kind of get a read on the player. So, we've been going over sweep for so long, but, like, that's kind of, like, the thing that I have to emphasize on when I'm teaching people, like, how to play, like, a character, is, like, playing Gimmick is fine. Gimmick is alright if you know, like... Why the heck can I not do that? Like, playing Gimmick is okay. You can be, like, all about that Gimmick, but you have to know when to stop, I guess, is the thing. Or you have to understand, like, hey, maybe this person just should not be doing... Actually, I can make a point on not doing guard recovery. Oh, I'm a stupid... I just realized what I did wrong. Let's do playback recording. God, I feel stupid. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to do, like, so many edits on this. Okay, so, see? Now you don't feel so smart. This was the point I was trying to make. Like, granted, you can potentially, like, do this, but, like, it's a heck of a lot to, like, expect someone to do on reaction. Like, oh, that didn't work. Like, sure. Like, but you need to, like, be looking for it. And that's a lot to expect off of a person. Like, a little bit too much. Like, that's the issue. So, what did we learn today? Don't be stupid with sweeps. Sweeps are good when you're doing them correctly. When you're punishing. When you realize someone's doing something that has way too much startup. When you see someone's, like, doing a move. Like, say, like, actually, this is a character I hate, but I can actually make a good point out of him. So we're gonna go to Kage, for instance. Kage has a V skill, right? And, like, that's cool and all. But you could punish it. Like, if the Kage is, like, spamming V skill, you can punish it. So we have Karin right here. So we're gonna just fight regular Kage. This is all under the assumption that they don't have V-triggers. V-triggers, like, change certain properties so you can get punished on some stuff that, like, you normally couldn't be, like, in neutral. So just remember, this is, like, with the assumption that they're not currently in V-trigger. So let's just roll right now with them, like, being out of V-trigger. Okay. So, Kage. So we have Mr. Kage, right? We're gonna do our recording. Okay. Yeah, see? Like, actually, let's just do a full charge one while we're at it. Bam! Okay. So... Okay, so, like, that's not gonna work, right? Well, that doesn't work too well, right? See? That's the idea. Like, if they're, like, being really predictable, like, say Kage is just, like, doing this constantly in neutral. It's annoying. He's pissing you off. Dude, stop doing that. It's so annoying, right? Right. So we can mix it up too. Like, we can have, like, Kage just do, like, Hadouken. And then we can have, like, Kage just do this. That's not a neutral thing, but, like... And then do this. Sure. And then, while we're at it, sure. Actually, let's just do... No, that's not the move. Isn't it? There we go, that's it. Okay. So we're just gonna have everything on, right? Right? It's reactable. It's totally reactable. See? Like, you don't have to have the reactions of, like, a beast. You can just see, like, the signs. Like, it's enough frames to tell he's being dumb about it. Like, and that's the idea behind, like, using sweep in your other buttons, is to make a point of, hey, you're not respecting me, so I'm not gonna respect you back. Here's a sweep. So that's the gist of sweep. So we're gonna cool off on the sweep talk. I hope I made a point, right? Okay, so now we got sweep out of the way. We're gonna actually let's just go into the other kick button. So standing heavy kick. So this used to be the button people used to press because it was really strong in neutral. Like this was the neutral button when you were looking for a crush. It still is the crush button, but like it was also used as sometimes the whiff punish button as well. But like you would have to like cancel into V trigger obviously because you can't Tenko into it. Like that's just not gonna work. But like so standing heavy kick, pretty good. Like it's not like her most noteworthy button, but like pretty good. Let's do guard recovery for this. No. I need to stop being stupid with this. Oh wait, hold on. I need to stop using the wrong one. It's not dummy, it's I'm the dummy. Action reporting settings. Okay, so there we go. So this is normally what we use this crap towards, right? Wee. So this button's stupid, right? A lot of players don't respect you. Here you go. Punish. Punish. Look at how much health he lost. Like, look at that crap. 376 damage off of a bad DP. And this is what you do it towards. Hey, that was kind of dumb. Hello. Oh, you don't drop it, though. Like, hello. I gotta punish, too. Like, you have so many options. And that's normally what you want to use your standing heavy kick towards. It's your punish button. Like, hey, I want a good crush counter. So this combo is a little bit on the harder side, but I'll walk you through it. Just in case you might have a wanting to learn this specific combo. I'll go into combos later, but probably a different section because this is already a mouthful. So, that's cool and all, right? Nah. Oh, you have to make sure you time it correctly, or that'll happen. But like 1, 2, 3, it's on the ground, punish. So, the combo you want to do is you wait, and then you press standing heavy kick, micro walk, and then do standing heavy punch. Like, that's the thing you need to remember. You can't do it without a micro walk. So let's try to do it without a micro walk. See? It misses. Like, you can't even do it, like, I can't even do it. Oh, that's because I was in the corner, but, like, you need that micro walk. Like, you can sometimes do it, like, if they're, like, incredibly close, but if they're, like, far away, like here, see? You miss. It's a miss. It's a miss there, Chief. Like, that sucks, right? So, you have to do this, micro walk. See that? That's better, huh? Granted, there are some times where, like, on complete max range, you just don't have the time to punish. You can always do this. Like, it's making the most out of a situation where you can't get the most optimal punish, and that's fine. Like, sometimes you're so much invested in the match, and you just kind of get, like, someone suddenly does DP, and you don't have the time to react with your optimal punish. That's fine. Make the best out of a non-optimal situation. Just do this, and then you have something, at least. Like, you don't have, like, the best situation, but you have something, at least. Like, it doesn't do the huge damage, it doesn't do the knockdown, you don't get this as good of a setup, but you get something. Like, that's always the thing, like, you get something, at least. But that's the extent of you want to use standing heavy kick. You can use it as a meaty button as well. It depends on the player for me, honestly. Like, what you want to normally do if someone's, like, button mashing is to be like, okay, I know what you're trying, and you, it's if you want to, like, get that crush, basically. Sometimes I feel like it's not worth going for the crush. Like, I'm just like, hey, you know, that's cool and all, but, like, I'll just go for the meaty setup and get the knockdown, because, like, sometimes, like, going for the crush combo can be a little bit of a gamble. So we're gonna look at this, the active frames on this. So I always need to move my mic when I'm looking at the other monitor. So, okay. Standing heavy kick. There we go. So it has 12 startup. The active frames are 2. Just a little bit, like, just a little bit below. Like, having 2 active frames is a little bit measly for me. It's why I, like, if I want to do a Meaty, I kind of, like, use other buttons because I kind of just, like, feel, like, a little bit more comfortable with other buttons because I'm like, okay, I have more frames at least. Like, I have 3 frames, or I have 3 frames, like, of active, but this one is, like, literally just 2. And then your recovery is 23, and then on block it's -4, so same deal, same spiel as a standing medium kick. But, like, you're, like, wondering, Son, why can't I do like standing medium kick? And I'm just like, okay, well, let's go back to this monitor and I'll show you why. And you're like, why can't I do standing heavy kick instead of standing medium kick? They have the same recovery, and yeah, like, I don't know why you're talking like this to me, but, like, I'll humor you. So the reason why this hits. This one is a better pushback button. This one kind of leaves you open. Kind of leaves you a little bit on the open side. It's a bit of a more riskier button. This is a clean, nice button. It's so nice. You know? It's a good time to be had by all. This one just is nice. It gets like a glove. This one's a little bit more of a risk. Like, it can sometimes fit on like a glove if someone's like, hey, I'm gonna do this move that has a ton of startup, and I'm gonna get like whacked with a standing heavy kick and have to deal with a crush combo. That sucks for them. Like, I mean, it's on them, bud. I want you to always say this. If something stupid doesn't work out, if something stupid you do or something like works out and they're not blocking it, it's on them. If it works out for you, just take a breath, say, okay, that was cool, and then move on. Don't make a habit of it, but you can sometimes, like, get away. Like, that's the thing. You need to play a little bit of dirt. Like, if you play completely clean, like, that's cool and all, but sometimes having a little bit of grime is a little bit of fun. Like, let yourself loose every now and then. You don't have to be... Like, even Daigo sometimes goes for, like, those DPs that are super risky, but works out because he's, like, reading the player super well and is like, you know, this person right now has a gap, and I'm going to call him out on it. But, you know, it's still a risk. He's still making a risk. And you need to have a little bit of risk. You need to sometimes make those grimy, risky decisions, but just you need to do it in a context that doesn't get you killed too much. But... okay, so we're gonna do a wake up action. So we're just gonna be stupid. So yo, okay. So that's a knockdown. That's fine. So it's not guard all. No guard. Okay. So he got knocked down. Like, see, you can wait. Is he doing that? No, he's not. What happened? Oh, I forgot to set the guard recovery. There we go. I was like, what the hell? No, not guard recovery. Set wake up actions. That's on. There we go. There we go. I was like, why is it not doing anything? So you can just... Is he doing it? Let me just check. Is he? I don't know. Let's just record a new wake up recovery. Let's just do standing or crouching medium punch. This is not so much of a... Okay, that is definitely not him pressing anything. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's a reversal. Okay, I just have to make sure there's a reversal on. Let's see if he does it now. Okay, sweet. Okay. Yeah, like, see, like, you call them out. You're like, hey, why are you pressing crap? Hey, stupid. You gonna keep pressing stuff? Like... No, stop it. Alright. So we got that out of the way, right? We got our standing heavy kick. That's about the gist of it. So next up, we're gonna do some jabs. So this one's fine and all, but we're going to talk about the beauty of crouching jab. So this is a 3-frame. So 3-frame basically means that you can basically, like, if a move is -4 from the opponent, you can punish them. Not every character has a 3-frame. We like to call those characters suckers. We are blessed with a 3-frame. So let's do like something that's like, I don't know. I think standing heavy kick or something stupid. I keep saying the word stupid. Or standing heavy punch, sure. Recording. So there you go. Do I have a better? Okay, yeah, it's forward heavy punch. Okay, there you go. It's fine. So we're gonna play that. Okay. There we go. See? My turn. See? That's the beauty. You can do... Nope, my turn. My friend does Zap Jab Tenko, but I can't do that too well. I can do... My turn. Like... That's a nice thing. Your crouching punch, light punch, can go into Tenko. And it's a quick Tenko. So... We'll talk about Tenko next time in detail. So the idea of Tenko is, this is going to be like a short, quick explanation just so I can, like, so you know the context. Tenko is whenever you do this, right? That's the move. That is Tenko. It, on its own, not great. This is pretty good. This move's pretty good against certain situations. That's a pretty good move. So she has a dash, right? It's dash. And then you press a button, well, punch specifically. It's not, you can't do dash kick. There's no kick cancel. That's Tenko. Pretty good, huh? So what you normally do with Tenko is you normally do like your button cancel. Oh, whoops. And then you do this, and there you go. Like, it's, you do your button, and then you do a dash, and then you go punch. So it's punch, dash, punch. That's the idea behind Tenko. Punch, dash, punch. And then this one's my favorite one. This one hits the sweet spot for me. Like, just the timing is so nice. You have a lot of, like, space too. There we go, that's a better Tenko. But like, that's what you do with Tenko, right? So that's the sweet thing about your crouching light punch. We're gonna go into the frame data for crouching light punch now. So this is all thanks to Fat. Use Fat. Fat's good. So our crouching light punch. Where am I? Can I see? There's a reason why I wear glasses. So that has a 3-frame startup. It's our 3-framer. It's sweet. It has 2 active frames, and the recovery is 8. And then on hit, it's 3. And then on block, it's 2. It's a good button. So that's cool and all, right? But remember, we were just talking about frame trapping people, right? Other characters can frame trap you as well. Cammy can frame trap you. Bison can frame trap you. All G can frame trap you. A lot of characters have frame traps. All of the characters have a frame trap. And whenever you're caught doing this, when you're waking up, you'll look stupid. So make sure, whenever you're waking up, to not mash jab. Like I said, hey, that's cool. Hey, wait, why are you mashing jab? This is not a 3-frame that he's doing, but like the point is, you're gonna get meatied. You're gonna get frame trapped. You're gonna get hurt really badly. So let's switch back. Sorry, I was talking over. But like, make sure you don't do this, okay? Don't mash. Don't mash. This is bad. This is bad. Bad. No. Okay? You know why it's bad? Because a trap like this. Because of getting frame trapped. Counter hit. Everything. The works. Don't do it, okay? It's tempting, but don't do this. We know it's a 3-frame, but it's bad. It's bad when you mash. It's good whenever you see someone like doing something that's -4 and going, hey, sweet. It's my turn. Okay? Okay. So, we got our light punches out of the way. Now we're going to go to one of my favorite buttons, the mediums. Well, we already did this medium. But let's actually go to crouching medium kick first, and then we'll go to our medium punches. So crouching medium kick is a sweet button. It's one of her best whiffing buttons. You know why? It has range. Good range. Alright, Kage. Let's do something stupid with you. Again. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool, Kage. Why are you doing that, bud? Like, look at this sweet range. Look at it. It's such good range. Like, that's the thing, though. That's one of the beauties of, like, a lot of Karin's move lists. It cancels into Tenko, and Tenko is Karin's go-to for her combo routes. So that's good. This has Tenko, right? We learned that one. This one also can cancel into Tenko. This one's a little bit more tricky. Like, this is a little bit more tricky. But, like, say, like, this bud over here is just, like... We're gonna go to a situation. We're gonna... we'll call this guy Joe Dummy. Joe Dummy likes to do situations that are unsafe, but... He does it, Joe Dummy does it because he wants to make a point of, like, what you can do. So, Joe Dummy is like, hey, I'm gonna just, like, dun. Okay? That's Joe Dummy's song and dance. Alright, Joe Dummy, that's cool and all. Okay, whoa, nice. Low profiles. So you can do something like 1, 2, 1, and then go into a low. Like, that's a really nice thing. Like, he can block a ton of stuff. So Joe Dummy, right now, we're just gonna make him walk back, right? So that'll block everything, right? So Joe Dummy is walking back, right? Okay, okay, okay. Gotcha, Joe Dummy. Like, hey Joe Dummy, how's it going? So Joe Dummy is only standing up. Or you catch Joe Dummy standing up too much, right? That's another thing you have to pay attention. Pay attention to how the person's moving. That's really important. So, like, normally I like to move like this myself. Like, this is my movement. So, like, normally for me, this is my movement against a character that has, like, an overhead and he has a crouching button. So, like, say I'm playing Ryu, right? Ryu's, like, overhead is, like, it's fairly slow. Like, it's pretty, like, slow. It's most of the time, like, you can tell when he's trying to do an overhead. So, like, this is normally my maneuver of, like, okay, I'm gonna catch his lows. Like, if he does a crouching medium kick and I get hit, I don't like that. I'd rather not. So, I move like this, right? I'm moving back and move like this. Looks like you're teabagging. But, like, this makes the point of, hey, I'm gonna catch your lows, right? Sometimes when the match gets tense, you, like, go like this, and then try to block low, and then go like this, and then block low, and then go like this. If you see them long enough, like, not blocking low, you can sweep in like this. Like, just get a quick confirm. And it goes into a lot of damage. And that's the beauty of Karin. Karin does damage. Like, Karin does heck of damage. Oh, you can't do that one. Karin does damage. That was just off of a low. Like, that's just off of a straight up low. Whoops. Like, that is like the beauty of Karin. Her combos, they do damage. 217 damage. Just off of one low confirm, and I got V-trigger, like a little bit more V-meter. And I got more regular meter. And I did a good amount of damage. That's the beauty of Karin. Learn how to do confirms. This is a really good button. Like, Karin's medium buttons are wonderful. So, if we're gonna do homework tonight, right? If you wanna be a Karin player, right? And you wanna learn, like, just like, hey, what should be the basics I should learn? Learn the power of her buttons and call out spacing. So we're gonna do a quick recap, right? This is for calling out little checks, like just, this is for checks. This is for checking sometimes, but also a really good spacing button. This is good for confirms. This is good for tick throws. This is good for meaties. This is good for frame traps. It's good for a lot of crap. I think she also got a new combo off of this as well. I don't know. I need to learn her new combos. I haven't sat down to learn them yet. But anyways, we got this out of the way, right? so we got our sweeps out of the way, we got our crushes, so what do we have next? Okay, so we're gonna go into our last two medium buttons. So crouching medium punch, standing medium punch. We can do like you can do a joint lesson on this. So this one, so this guy, Joe Dummy, right? Or Joe Stupid? Joe Dummy, let's call him Joe Dummy, I like that name more. So Joe Dummy is like, hey, I'm just gonna block high. You don't know that Karin has a crouching medium kick for some reason. I'm just gonna block high. So Joe Dummy, he's just walking back, right? Alright, that's cool, Joe Dummy. So we're gonna do crouching medium. So remember, this hits high. This is a low button, right? These are lows, right? These are lows, right? This hits high. Just remember that, okay? It's a good button, but it's a high button. Just remember which ones hit low and which ones hit high, and it's not too bad. Okay, so this one is a bit of an easier button to explain. So let's just go into the frame data, and I'll explain it like real quickly. So crouching medium punch. I almost dropped my mic on my foot. You would have heard me screaming because that would have been painful. 5 startup, yeah. 4 active, 10 recovery, and then on hit 6, and then on block 2. Yeah, it is what it is. It's a good button. Standing medium punch is 1. Just remember that. And then yeah, like that's cool and all. So what we want to do, right, is you do like little block strings. That's the cool thing about Karin's block strings is you can like Karin's block strings are like, I don't want to say they're freeform. Let's switch back to the game. They're not like freeform exactly, but like you can just like feel it out. That's the nice thing about Karin's like block strings. It's like, oh shoot, I need to turn that off. That actually made me jump for a second. I was like, what the heck? Oops. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna get super down. So, see? Like, it does have pushback these days, but like, what do you have off of it? Oh, what do you have off of this? Hey! No wake up actions either, bud. Okay, so what do you have after this? Like, you can walk a little bit, do like a small micro walk. It's a little bit more predictable. Like, that's the thing, don't walk too much when you're doing this, so. Just a small little micro walk. This is a little bit less used by me. But like, nice, huh? But like, you can just set up situations. Like, that's the beauty of Karin. You just poke a lot, and then whenever like they're blocking too long, you throw them. Like, that's the thing about Karin, is you create block strings, and then you have to make them guess, hey, are they gonna throw? Are they gonna go for a low? Are they gonna go for an overhead? And like, that's the nice thing. So this is a beginner combo that I like to show people to do. Like this, if you want to learn how to do Tenko cancels, practice this. This is easy, right? This, right? This. It's easy, right? So you naturally, I can't like show my hands, but like naturally I have my middle finger on the medium punch button on my arcade stick. I can't really say on controller because I don't play on pad. And then I have my index finger on the kicks. So I have my middle finger on the punches. I have my index finger on the kicks. So I go. So when I do my combo, I start with crouching medium punch, middle finger, index finger for the kicks, and then that. Because the nice thing is, because of that, I can just do this like on command. Like, I like that. That makes my life a little bit easier. Like, people like to do like, they like to move their fingers, and I'm like, that's scary. No. I like to keep my hands stationary, so like I like move my hands back and forth, but I don't like the idea of moving my fingers. I'm a hand mover, not a finger mover. I don't know what that means, but I'm coining that term. Anyways, so this is like an easy confirm to do. Like, you can also do, if you need some time to like learn, you can do this as well. This is fine too. See? Easy peasy. If you can learn how to do like this confirm, you can move on to the more tighter confirms. Like, you just have to get used to the idea of Tenkoing. But, like, this is also a good, like, this is also a good punish button as well. Like, I like to use this button if someone, like, does something, like, really unsafe, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't have, like, the range to do this, or this is a little bit risky because you need to be fast with this. Also, I'm more likely, like, this is a personal thing, but I'm more likely to, like, goof up the timing on this, so sometimes you catch me, oh, I did it right, you catch me doing, like, this. See, that's not a combo. Like, or, or this, because my hand slipped. This has happened to me a ton on tournaments, and I feel so embarrassed whenever it happens. Like, my hand slips sometimes. I can make it look like the funny thing is, like, sometimes just make it look like it's a reset. I'm like, no, that was on purpose! Like, see? You weren't paying attention, so I went for a reset. Oh, see? I was just doing a damage reset, right? Yeah, you know? Like, that's just me goofing up my input and just, like, being like, no, just saving face. Reset. Okay. Yeah. Learn how to do medium punch. That is a very good confirm button. It is pretty dang good. Just remember that there is some pushback. This is not your, like, hey, I'm just gonna press this forever, and they just have to block everything. This isn't season 1, right? You gotta keep pushback in mind, because pushback means that at some point your block strings will not have blocked any longer. But all right, another thing we can talk about is here. This is kind of like, but this is good. That's a nice thing. With like V-trigger canceling, medium is really nice. Like it fits so snug. Like, it's such a snug fit. It's such a snug fit. Okay. So that was our medium. So next, and last but certainly not least, we're gonna finally go into our heavy, our standing heavies to be exact. Well, we need to also do crouching heavy, since we talked about our crouches for pretty much everything except like crouching like kick and such. But like I'm talking about like the stuff that you should really focus on. So okay. So heavy punch. This is like Karin's good old whip punish button. See, it's nice. I'm not like, I need to practice on it myself, but it's good. See, it's nice. So like, I like to do this button like as a hey, this guy's a little bit on the far side. Like, see, that's the beauty of this. Look at that range. See? Like, look at that range. Like, look at that range. It's such good range these buttons have. Like, just look how good these ranges are. Look at that Karin's beautiful range. Alright, now that I finished geeking out over Karin's wonderful range, like, this is a really good... This is like, if you are looking for like low confirms, this is your high confirm you should look for when you're whiff punishing. Like, this is a sweet crouching button to whiff punish off of. This is pretty good. Normally when you get like a stun too, this is like the button you normally want to do. Like, when you get stunned, I normally go with, this is like the, I don't want to put too much effort into this combo, so just to make sure, but like you can do, this is to say, hey, I want to do way more damage. 398. That's pretty goddamn good for 2 bars. Like, that's fantastic. But like, yeah, this is a pretty good whiff button. Like, treat it as such. Like, don't spam it, obviously, because we're gonna look at the frame data. This is gonna be our last go at frame data for now. So, standing HP, it's -5 on block, obviously. So, be a little bit cautious. Don't do it like a point blank. Come on. On recovery, it's 22 frames of recovery and 4 frames of active and 7 startup. So it's not bad. It's a heck of a good button, in fact. Oh, look at Karin bowing towards Kage. She's like, I'm about to beat the crap out of you, but first I'll bow. Anyways, that's pretty much the gist of it. Use it as your go-to whiff punishing button for high situations. This is your low situation. Ooh, that's good. Okay. And you have a little bit of time to, like, practice that. I'm still not perfect at it, but hey, practice makes perfect. Okay, so, last but not least. So, Karin Kansuki. Fantastic damage. Fantastic poking. Fantastic speed. What are her weaknesses? It used to kind of be health, but now she got a health buff, so I can't really say that too much anymore these days. So, that's her weakness. She sucks at anti-airs. Not, like, up close, but yeah. She is bad. Like, you have to be calling out those slides with that. Like, oh man, I am goofing up. Like, it sucks. Karin straight up sucks at dealing with certain moves that involve the air. Like, if you're trying to, like, punish, it feels bad. But we have a answer for it if they just do, like, a plain Jane jump. Okay, that's... Okay. Like, that's her anti-air. It's good. It's a good anti-air. When you hit, of course. You know why it's good? Because you can get a crush on it. Oh. Kage's crushing me. But, like, you do this. See, you can get a crush combo, and then you get a follow-up. Most Karins can do a sweet follow-up. But, like, you also can do a side switch, which is nice. So let's try to do one of those dang darned side switches. See? Nice and easy. And then you can, that was my medium side switch, so you can do, like, light as well and time it, so you can basically put it... Like, it's a situation of, like, it's kind of good jab anti-air, but a little bit safer to do, because it's like, hey, this person's jumping in on me, and I'm going to do my light dash, or I'm going to do my medium dash, and basically, hey, are they going to switch sides? And if they know you're side switching, but, like, look at this, like, they're doing it for some ungodly reason. People have done this before. I sometimes, when I'm being stupid, I do this myself. So, you can do, hey, I'm going to push back a little bit, or, hey, I'm gonna side switch, so now it's my corner. Like, that's the nice thing about it. He's hugging me too much. Okay. Now it's my corner, Kage. Like, that's the sweet thing you can do with Karin's anti-air, of, like, it gives you enough time to do stuff. Oh, don't do that move. But, like, you can also do this. This is also pretty good, too. Whoops. But, like, it's pretty good. Like, that's the only thing, though. Karin kind of sucks at dealing with cross-ups. Like, the way, like, there is not, like, there are some characters, so we're gonna switch to a character that has a good anti-air. So, like, this is Karin trying to, like, it's miserable. It's really miserable sometimes. Like, there are some characters that can just be like, hey, Karin, I have a butter-thin, like, cross-up, and you just have to deal with it by either doing a jumping light, or blocking it, or being screwed by it. Like, you can't press your, like, universal anti-air button to call it out like you can with other characters. Let's use a character that has a good anti-air button. So we're gonna go to Birdie real quick. So, like, yikes, my throat is starting to hurt. So we're gonna go and do this. Oh, right. There we go. So screw off, Kage. Okay, that's too close, but, like, nah, screw you. Nah. Oh, yes, actually. Like, it still can get hit by cross-ups, but it is a pretty dang good anti-air. Karin doesn't have that. With Karin, if it's behind her, she's gonna get hit. Whereas other characters, they have just enough of a hitbox to call out, like, a cross-up depending on the range. Whereas Karin, if it's starting to get behind her, it's a high chance she's going to get crossed up, and you should really get used to the idea of blocking or doing your air-to-air. But it's like, the air-to-air is a little bit risky for me. Like, it doesn't feel good for me too much, so I try not to do it too much. But that's the idea. So we're going to wrap up in a little bit, and next time we're going to go into combos. we're talking just solely about buttons. So, just to give a recap. Shut up, Kage. Hate you. Okay. So, this is good for Tenko cancels. 3 frames. Awesome. This is your block string buttons. This is your whiff punish button. This is your crush button. Oh, I forgot to mention, but you can do this with it as well. Like, I like to do that sometimes myself. Like, if I get a hit, like, it's nice. It'd be nice. You can't do that, like, you can't Tenko cancel otherwise. Like, or you can just do this as well. But, like, this is your poking and spacing button. Great button. Call it to check people. Now, you have this. And we're going to go into our very final button. And that's the overhead. So, we were talking about, like, the throw setups and stuff. But what better way to be a scumbag? Yeah. You don't really get anything off of it. But it's a really good button of, like, hey, this guy's, like, crouching too long. And let's look at the data real quick. Like, it's a sweet overhead. So, crouched. Standing leg kicks. Oh, there. But yeah, like, it is a pretty sick overhead. Like, and the reason why it's a sick overhead is... Actually, screw it, we don't need to talk about the thing now. This is a bit... See, this is not scripted, so I'm just, like, talking on this, so if I do, like, goof ups or change my mind, it's all live. So, the idea to do this, right, is... So you have a situation, right? I'm gonna do a knockdown, right? That's really good, you know? So now, they have so many things to worry about. So you have a knockdown, right? Oh dear, there's throw. You have a knockdown, right? Oh dear, there's standing leg kick. You have a knockdown, right? Oh dear, there's crouching medium punch. And standing medium punch. Like, that, I mean, those are all both meaties, but, like, this one gets you your frame trap. It's sweet. So, like, you have a situation where you're like, oh, I can get meatied. Oh, I can get frame trapped. Oh, I can get overheaded. Oh, I can get tick thrown. Obviously, like, let's just go and put him under crouch and then put everything on block. Guard all. Okay. Obviously, I'm standing up. But, like, obviously, like, that's cool and all, but you can't, like, do this, obviously. Like, that's not real. Like, if they fall for that, that's just because they weren't paying attention or they didn't know. But, like, don't do that. But, like, you at least have a situation of, like, okay, well, they blocked the overhead, right? So let's just, like, give them a shimmy. Hey, let's do some block strings, and then, whoa! And, like, that's the idea. They have a lot of options to deal with. They have this to deal with, they have this to deal with, they have this to deal with, they have to... Well, not too much that. They have this to deal with, they have this to deal with. Like, that's the beauty of Karin. You can even, like, do, like... if you want to be super fancy, like, if you want to be, like, Magneto or someone fancy who knows their salt more than me, you do, like, whoa! you could be, like, you can be Mr. Fancy Pants there. But, anyways, so this is pretty good at, like, making the person kind of be afraid of the option. So if they press something when they're getting up, or like they can get called out by the meaties, but also they're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna get up and crouch. Well, you're gonna get hit like that. Like, that's the beauty of it. Like, and when you get a knockdown, you can just do this. Time it as a meaty. It's sweet. Anyways, and that's basically it for Karin. So, if you want to do some homework, let's do some homework. Granted, they say it's outdated. I still find value in these. Go here for your homework for next time, okay? When we talk about more stuff. Go into challenge mode, right? I want you to go into trials. For your first homework lesson, I want you to go here. I finished these before, you know. Like, I deleted the game and it wipes that, so don't think of me as a faker. So, just go and do these combos. They'll at least teach you how to do Rasenhas. They'll teach you how to do Orochi and Tenko cancels. And it's pretty alright. Like, it's not the optimal combos, but it's like a good place to teach you how to do canceling and specific timing. So it's a little bit on the strict side, but you know. But anyways, until next time, we're going to be practicing how to do Tenko combos, confirms, and specific things to look at into neutral for after you get your Tenko confirms, like specific like meaties you can do, like resets. We'll look into all of that next time. And until then, this is another good practice you do. Just do this. Like this is such great practice. Just hear that laugh. It gives me energy. Okay. Until next time, thank you all for watching, and I will make sure to post part 2 of the Karin Beginner's Guide, and I'll make sure to give you guys some more pointers. And if you ever want to get some help on how to play Karin, I have a Twitter at @SonDTT. I also have a Discord. You can go to my Discord, which is... Hold on, I'm opening up my Discord page. See, this is the best part. It's @SON... I have it @SON flowers, so you have to put like a soccer emoji. @SON0795 is my Discord. And if you have any Karin questions, send them my way, I'll help. There's also a really good Karin Discord, and people there are really helpful as well. You should check that out. They also have a beginner's guide written there, and it's really good. So, like, you have those options. You can hit me up on Discord. SONDTT is my Twitter handle. If you message me, like, on YouTube or, like, Twitch, it's not so much I don't use the platforms, is I don't look at the notifications as much, so I might be, like, a week or so late. Like, sometimes someone messages me, I'm like, oh, shoot, I'll try to help you. I'm sorry, I'm late. But, like, the quickest way to get to me is through Twitter or Discord. That is, like, if you message me on Twitter or Discord, I will see it. And when I have the time, I will respond to you as soon as possible. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. And make sure to keep playing that Karin, because she is super fun. Until next time, keep playing that Karin and keep winning, as they say. Also, keep doing that laugh. So you laugh. Yeah.